operations would be authorized for rescue missions, taking out ISIS leaders, calling in airstrikes, and intelligence. How is that not mission creep?
Well, because, Jim, the President has been clear about this, I think, from the very beginning, that this kind of large-scale, long-term commitment of U.S. ground troops is not a successful strategy.
But short of a large-scale, long-term operation, you can expand the operation under this authorization.
Well, what we have...
The language is fuzzy, is it not?
Intentionally so. And the intent
intentionally
is...
so. The language is intentionally fuzzy.
Yes, Jim, because we believe it's important that there aren't overly burdensome constraints that are placed on the Commander-in-Chief, who needs the flexibility to be able to respond to contingencies that emerge in a chaotic military conflict like this. So the fact of the matter is we do need the President of the United States and the Commander-in-Chief, both this one and the next one, to have the ability to respond to specific contingencies. That if there is the need to order military action within these constraints, but that is clearly in the best interest of the United States or the safety and security of our military personnel, then the Commander-in-Chief needs to have the ability to order that military action and to do it quickly without seeking additional specific authorization from the Congress.
And the 3-year time limit does tie the hands of his successor, does it not?
How so?
If a future president, if the next president wants to go longer than 3 years, than 2018, he's going to have to go back, or she's going to have to go back to Congress.
Well, it is true that this authorization to use military force would expire, based on the way that that this draft reads, would expire 3 years after Congress passes it. And the President believes that that is an appropriate period of time for our military to implement a strategy and for us to measure what kind of progress is being made and whether or not the national security interests of the United States are being appropriately advanced. And if after 3 years the strategy is continuing to succeed and we're seeing the results that we would like and we believe it is necessary for that strategy to continue to be implemented, then yes, then Congress can take up additional legislation to approve the continued use of military force. And again, if the strategy is demonstrating continued progress and it is determined that that strategy needs to continue to be implemented in the same way, then Congress should certainly be able to pass that authorization to use military force as well. That is, after all, the appropriate role for Congress to play in all of this, and it is not appropriate for Congress, frankly, to try to sidestep the responsibilities that they have in this matter.
And just to quickly follow up on